Welcome to this Marrow School lesson on office procedure. Every day, an office receives documents, makes decisions, delivers services, and handles money. Without a system, these elements drift in total isolation. Look at a massive operation like this vintage typing room. If every single employee performs the same task in their own personal way, the result is guaranteed delay, unnecessary cost, and a complete loss of control. We fix this by introducing a clear procedure. We force that scattered work to snap into an orderly, accountable flow. For your examination, you must know the exact definition. Office procedure is the predetermined sequence and system followed to perform office work. The governing rule here is simple. When similar work is repeated day after day, the required steps must be performed in the exact same sequence and in the prescribed manner. Think of it as the invisible architecture of the workplace, the organized framework an office adopts to process its work and move toward its organizational objectives. The management theorist J.C. Denyer established that for any procedure to function, it must answer 5 essential questions. First, what work is to be done? And second, how is it to be done? Next, when should it be done? Where should it be done? And finally, who is responsible for doing it? Let's trace a textbook example, an official letter arriving at school. First, the front desk receives, registers, and classifies it. Next, it is sent to the responsible section to obtain a decision. Finally, the office implements the decision and preserves the record. By establishing this exact sequence, the school eliminates guesswork. The document moves automatically, and accountability is assigned at every single desk. Keep in mind, this example is an illustration of sequence and responsibility, not the formal definition of the term. An effective procedure connects responsibility and control directly to quality, cost, and service delivery. The Curriculum Development Center identifies 9 importance points. First is compliance, ensuring the office obeys laws. Second is order and continuity, keeping workflow moving sequentially. Point 3 is fraud prevention, using strict steps to drastically reduce forgery. Points 5 and 6 are effectiveness and quality, improving overall performance while maintaining strict standards. Point 7 is transparency, supported by citizen charters. Point 8 is lower operating cost, reducing financial waste. Finally, point 9 is staff capacity, enabling effective training. Point 4 is internal control. As seen in this physical ledger, procedures establish the indicators and mechanisms required to monitor financial integrity. Together, these 9 points act as both armor and an engine, protecting the organization while driving it forward. Formulating an effective procedure starts with a tangled process. Principles 1, 2, and 3. Group activities, identify required steps, and confirm their purpose. Principles 4, 5, and 6. Ensure every step improves work, minimizing time and duplicate paperwork. Principles 7 and 8. Organize records and keep decision-making levels low. Finally, Principles 9 and 10. Ensure the system is flexible for review, yet simple to implement. Management must also examine similar offices, adopt suitable technology, and strictly follow prevailing legal requirements. The takeaway for formulation is strict efficiency. Unnecessary steps are cut, leaving a final procedure that is simple, lawful, economical, and fully accountable. Within the specific context of Nepalese office management, these optimized procedures are grouped into 6 distinct functional categories. Category 1 is policy and decision-making, including the Tipani. Category 2 is internal operations, covering correspondence and mandatory talk oddish. Categories 3 and 4 handle record management and service delivery, including citizen charters. Finally, categories 5 and 6 cover internal and public communication, alongside financial procedures tracking procurement and auditing. While these 6 categories govern different areas of the office, they rely on the exact same logic, identifying the required steps and locking in the people responsible for following them. Think of one repeated task in your own school office. Who performs it? In what exact order? And which record proves that the task was completed? Let's review for your examination. Question 1. What is office procedure? It is the predetermined sequence or system followed to perform office work. Question 2. What 5 questions does it answer? What, how, when, where, and who? And question 3. Name 2 office procedures related to decision-making. You can list meeting and tapani. For a longer answer, be prepared to explain the 9 points of importance or the 10 considerations used while formulating a new procedure. Remember our core takeaway: office procedure equals clear steps, clear responsibility, and effective work. One of the most important decision-making procedures we discussed is the tapani, a written document prepared to present facts and recommendations to an official. How it's drafted and approved is the subject of our next lesson. See you there.